You, Keith. It is that time of year when we think about giving, more than the rest of the year, giving things. So how about your time? Think about it as a valuable commodity that has endless possibilities, especially when you give it to strangers across the globe. Well, this month we honor a couple who traveled to eastern Poland to teach English. Joining us are Parker and Al Trostel of Minneapolis. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
All right, Al, I'm going to start with you, and we're going to talk about, you believe this is an important link in a chain of teaching English and also helping people. Talk about the link.
The link. Well, there are a couple of links. One of the links is to be in the country, have something to do in the country. The other thing is the program itself. We are part of a program that goes on, that's linked one to another, and they regularly have people teaching so that the students get a constant English course, but we're only there for 3 weeks.
Okay. Now, you are a retired professor, we understand,
yes,
but you don't actually have to have any teaching certification as part of this program.
No, not at all.
It's easy. You felt that it was a good program. Well, let's talk about Poland. It's no longer a communist nation as of 1990, and now it's a member of the EU. And tell us how someone's world can be enlarged when they can, learn to speak English in this part of Poland.
Well, English is the international language now, which used to be French, of course, and this will enlarge their world, and also they can go places. A lot of Polish people have gone to England or Ireland to work, and that will help them get jobs, but it also helps them get jobs in Poland.
Okay. Describe the community, if you would, and we're putting pictures up now, and this is you working with some of the students, and Al, it looks like you're doing a little jig, you're dancing a little bit.
Yeah, actually that wasn't in Poland, that was in Mexico.
Okay, and that's another program that you have been a part of.
Same idea.
Here we are.
Yeah, there we go in Poland.
Okay. How important, we understand that they have to learn to speak English a lot of times to make money, but how is it important culturally for them to learn English? Explain, in that part of the country why it's so important.
Well, they would be able to get jobs in tourism or anything that had a trade component. One of the pictures you showed there had a woman who's in law school, and I think it would help her in any kind of interaction she'd have with somebody in another country that she needed to talk about
even
the
though
law.
It's a rural community, a lot of people are working on their farms and stuff, but still, this is an opportunity for them to, as you said, make money.
Right.
You have the opportunity to have a lot of experiences on these global volunteer ventures. For instance, not only the teaching, which is a big, important role, but also you take some adventures. You have a chance to travel. Tell us about some of the places that you visited, and this is actually a picture of, we're talking about the rural community. This is not an uncommon sight, correct?
Yeah, that's very near where we stayed, in a manor house, and horses are very common as their power.
Now this is something else now, of course. This is a much more serious matter in learning about the history in Poland.
This is Birkenau.
And tell us about, taking...
Well, it's Auschwitz-Birkenau, and Auschwitz is where the German concentration camp had people who worked, and in Birkenau is really where they were cremated, killed.
Right. In World War II, half of the city was destroyed, wasn't it?
Well, the city near where we taught, in fact, we taught in the city for half the time that we were there, is Sedlice, and that was destroyed by the Germans, about 50% of it. Yeah.
Well, it's a good, important bridge for people in Poland, and you don't have to necessarily have ties. The two of you just had an interest in the program, and it's a wonderful program. And Al and Parker Trostel, thank you so much for coming on today, talking about your experiences there in Poland.
Right.
Good luck on the next venture. And if you would like some information on becoming a global volunteer, you can log on to globalvolunteers.org. It's that simple.